After months of searching, finally found the dipper. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry, Wagtail just went past. Today you join me on the search for dippers. I'm on the River Dart in Dartmoor, and this is not the first time I've been out looking for them. I've only successfully seen them once, and it wasn't a great photo because the sun had already gone down. But yeah, we're out decently early. It's a bit of an overcast day, which definitely doesn't help under the trees when you've got a 600mm 6.3. But yeah, let's see if we can go find them. So this behind me should be the perfect place to find dippers. There's lots of fast flowing water and rocks to kind of stand on top of them and sort of hop. Yeah, it might be a good place to just sit down for a while and see if any appear. Or I might just keep going up and see if I see any fly up and down, because then I can kind of gauge where they're hanging out today. Okay, so there is a dipper behind me. This is the first dipper I've seen on the river today. So I'm going to have to switch the lens on this camera, and any vlogging now will be done on my phone. But yeah, let's see if I can get a good spot without disturbing it. Okay, it's my phone cam now, because I've got the wildlife lens on. It has just flown downstream a little bit. I got a couple of photos before it did, but they're not anything good because it's not looking this way. But yeah, I'm going to try and go downstream, because it's only gone up a little bit. So I've set up here with the tripod because I've got ahead of the dipper and it came up and landed on the rocks just over there. And it's just flown a bit upstream now, but I'm hoping either it comes back or another one comes up, because it seems like a pretty good location. There's lots of rocks in front of me that it could hop on top of. Just as I say that, it's literally just, it's come back down a little bit, so yeah, I'm going to try and get it. So that was really cool. The dipper sat there for about 2 minutes, and then another dipper and a wagtail just came screaming upstream. They were like following each other really, really closely and really loud. So I'm not sure what they're doing. But yeah, they've just flown back downstream. So the original dipper's looks like they've been scared off for a bit. But hopefully the other dipper and wagtail come back upstream, because that'll be quite interesting getting them together. So I've changed my position ever so slightly. There was an annoying tree slightly behind me that was getting in the way when I was shooting upstream. There doesn't seem to be much happening downstream now. I had a wagtail entertain me for a while, but there is a dipper just slightly up, but I don't really think I can creep towards it, so I'm just hoping it comes towards me. I think if I move towards it, I'll just scare it off. But yeah, I can see it. It's probably about 20-25 meters away. It just keeps going behind a rock, but I'm hoping it will just come a bit closer, because I'm somewhat camouflaged. I'm not wearing exactly bright clothes, but I'm not exactly lying down behind a rock either. So it's probably aware that I'm here. Literally just as I put my phone away as well, another one's just come from downstream, so that's not one that's flown downstream. Oh, there we go, it's another as well. it's been a real challenge to try and get ahead of them because the riverbank, the path alongside it is so narrow with so many low branches. So I've not been able to get really close to dippers. But I can't complain because this is the first time that I've properly seen them and been able to track them. There's a pair, I don't know where the third one's gone, but there's a pair for about 25 metres. But every time I get up, they get startled and fly away. So at the moment they're pretty comfortable between a few rocks. So it'd be quite nice if they now came downstream. But they've been flying upstream all day, but I just can't get ahead of them because the path, I can't be quiet unless I went more inland, but then I don't want to lose line of sight of them really. So I think for now, I'm just going to have to stay here for a bit and hope that they come closer. I think I might try leave the tripod here a minute and leave my bag here and just take the camera. I think I've got like a decent amount of video footage of them now. I just really want that shot where they're on a rock and like looking away or looking to the side. And it's been very hard, I think, with the tripod is that's the bit that makes most of the noise. They have got even further upstream now. So yeah, I might leave my stuff here and go on foot for a minute. Oh my god, my heart. I think I just took about 200 photos running off and down the riverbank then. They were just so excitable and hopping from rock to rock. And yeah, they've flown downstream finally. I think they've gone upstream far enough. But yeah, I took over 200 photos, so I'm really hoping one of them I'll be happy with. Wow. I did not expect to see this. I've been searching for dippers properly for months. I've only really seen them in Sidmouth. I've seen them once on the River Dart, but it was only for like 30 seconds at like sunset. But wow, yeah, there's been like 3 of them in total and some wagtails. Yeah, it's a good couple hours on the river, yeah. So it has gone 4 o'clock now, which means sunset's only about an hour away. And they've flown downstream, and that is the direction my car's potted in. It's probably like a mile or 2 that I've come upstream. So I probably will pack up and keep my camera out to see if I can find them again. But yeah, they went down at some pace. There was a massive bird that came over. It looked way bigger than like a little egret. So I'm not sure if it's like a bigger egret. But yeah, they got absolutely frightened off by that because it came down so low. I was so focused on the dippers that I couldn't get a chance to take a photo of it because there's so many like little trees behind me that my camera wanted to focus on. But yeah, they went down at some pace to get away from this big bird. So God knows where they've ended up now. And I can't walk all the way along the riverbank because there are bits where this path ends, so I have to go in stream, so there's a possibility that I'll lose them. But either way, I got to be happy with what I got. It was so nice to come out and see them. Just so I'd sit here for another 5 minutes, just see if they'd come back up. They haven't so far, but just one note before I do pack up. Because it's such a gloomy day, this is actually quite an open part of the river, so on a sunny day you really would benefit from it. For videos it's fine because I shoot at 25 frames a second, so that's 1/50th. I've only needed to be at like 200-300 ISO, but for photos, especially I went further up and it's a bit more, the trees cover a bit more. I've been shooting at 8,000, 16,000, 20,000 ISO just to get like 6/40th of a second. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how much an overcast, wooded area, especially at f6.3, you really need to boost your ISO, which is fine because modern cameras can handle it. But if I had my older camera, that only goes up to 6400. So yeah, it's just crazy to me. It definitely won't matter for like Instagram, social media, because I resized my 24 megapixel image as well.
I'll have to crop them because you can never fill the frame really with birds. But I resize them down to about 2 megapixels, so you like oversample it. So noise really is an issue. It's the same with video. Not that I've shot in ISO, but when I filmed the beavers last year, I filmed them way after sunset, and I was filming like 20,000 ISO. But when you sample that down to 1080p, you don't really see it, to be honest.
So, as expected, I didn't find any more dippers, which is absolutely fine. I got an abundance, as hopefully you were able to see. I hope you enjoyed coming along the journey with me. I'm nearly back at the car now. So all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.